Some people get confused about their rights and their lefts. Their right hand doesn't know what their left hand's doing. Some people just don't know which is which. Some people have to think for a moment just to get it right. When I was 8 or 9 years old, I went to some kind of event, which was probably a sports match, with a group of other boys. Somebody else's dad was driving the car and he picked us all up, and afterwards he dropped us all off again one by one all round the neighbourhood. I was riding in the back of the car with some other boys, and I was going to be the next one to be dropped off. We were driving down Blackburn Street, which has a T intersection at the end, and as we were approaching the intersection, our driver said, "Which way is it?" And I was about to say, "It's that way," when one of the other kids said, "Turn right." And from that moment on, for the rest of my life, any time I have to think about whether something is right or left, an image pops up in my head of the end of Blackburn Street from the back seat of a car. My house is to the right. So if you have a problem telling right from left, I suggest that you find yourself some kind of landmark to use as a reference. You don't have to use Blackburn Street, and I don't live there anymore anyway. I told somebody that story recently, and she said that there was a time when her brother had got up and modified the sign at the end of Blackburn Street. So for a while it said Blackbun Street. If you're a boat, you haven't got right and left, you've got port and starboard. I've never spent a lot of time around boats, so I haven't needed to know which is which. But if it ever comes up in conversation, or if there's some mention of it on a TV program, I don't know which is which. Until recently, somebody taught me a little rule for how to know which is which. And it's really quite simple. Port has 4 letters in it, and left has 4 letters in it. Port means left.